Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ashlyn Green, and I'll be applying for the Principal Certification Program. I would love to pursue this program because I am passionate and committed to making a broader impact on student achievement and school culture in the educational field. Being a part of this program will allow me to grow into a leader who can inspire, guide, and help create a positive and lasting change within our students' lives in the educational field. Also, being a part of this program will help me to continue and grow my instructional leadership skills, as well as using data to drive my decision making and helping our school move in its day to day operations, as well as its school curriculum and culture. I know that being in this program, I will be better equipped to support my teachers, engage families, and ensure that every student has access to high quality instruction in education. I'm aware that a strong leader can make a difference in his school, and I want to be a part of that strong leadership who can help make a difference. Ultimately, I want to help shape a school environment where both students and staff can thrive. So, being in the educational field, I've learned that it doesn't matter where you start, but everyone leaves an impact on somebody, where it's positive or negative. And while I was in education, I've had so many people that have helped me become the person that I am today. And so I just want to continue to grow that as not just being a teacher, because right now I'm just a teacher in the classroom, but I know as being an admin that I can also reach more students and have a bigger and more valuable input. And I want to be able to make sure that I can be able to make a difference in those students' lives. Since elementary school, I've had multiple teachers, coaches, staff who have just helped me and become the person that I am today. So, as an educator and coach, I've seen firsthand the difference a strong leader can make, not just for students, but for teachers, staff, and the entire community. So, roles of an educational leaderships, of an educational leader. So, I know that the role of an educational leader is to make sure that they are creating a school whose culture is strong and that believes in their students and their staff that are at their campus. I want to make sure that I'm helping students and staff grow and reach their full potential in both education and in life. I know that we are in the education field, but we are also preparing these students to go out into the real world and become the adults one day. I want to make sure that they know that as an educational leader, I'm here to create a safe and supportive environment. It is important that students as well as staff feel valued, supported, and challenged to their best. Leaders in the education field hold a lot of weight because we are with these students at least 8 hours of the day. So it's important that we are guiding them with a purpose and modeling with integrity what it looks like to be an adult or a young adult in this case, to making sure that they are successful in education in this world. The educational leader is going to cultivate a shared vision that puts the students first. It's very important that we remind students that we have walked these similar paths. Reason as why educational leadership is important to me, because I know where I've been and I know how much that has helped shape me. And even going back to teach at my old middle school and my old high school, the kids were like, wow, she actually understands us. She's know where we come from. And so I just want to make sure that they know that I understand the challenges that they face, and that with effort, resilience, and the right support, the road ahead is filled with opportunity. I understand that as an educational leader, that there will be challenges, but we also know that with hard work and determination, the road will be easy and we will it won't always be easy, but we will walk that road together. Educational leadership is ultimately about lifting others so that the entire community can thrive together. As a equity-centered professional, I know that I am actively working to identify and dismantle barriers that prevent full participation, inclusion, and success for all individuals. I think it's very important that as an educator that we are first self-aware. Self-aware is very big as far as knowing where we've come from and the places that we can go. It's important that we prioritize listening to diverse perspectives, and I want to make sure that I'm always advocating for those that do not have a voice. sometimes in the school system, our kids are not always in that best space to be able to vocalize for themselves. So it's important that I, as an educator, am able to advocate for them and include practices that helps them become successful, using data and feedback to guide them into the best decision making as possible. I know that as an educational leadership, it is important to listen to their perspectives, whether it is the students or the staff, because we all have a voice, and it's important that we all play a role to come together. As an equity centered professional, I also want to make sure that everyone is supported so that we can all thrive. I always like to say one band, one sound. We can make sure that we are moving together. When we're all one and all have that one goal in mind, then we are going to be stronger than ever. An educational leader is very important because oftentimes students do not have the same fairness and inclusiveness as they do in school, outside of school. Being in Title I for 9 years, I've learned that a lot of these kids enjoy coming to school. This is what they look forward to, whether it's coming to get a meal, whether it's coming to meet a friend, whether it's coming to have someone to talk to as a teacher. So an educational leader is important because they need to know that these kids are looking up to them, and the kids need to know that we are here to support them, to listen to them, and make sure that they are on the right track to be successful. Achievement gaps are equity gaps, which means that resources are low, expectations sometimes are low, and opportunities are low. So as an educational leader, we are here to advocate for our students to make sure that they are getting those resources they need to be successful. Excuse me. Schools are diverse, but not always inclusive. So as an educational leader, I want to make sure that my students know that, hey, when I come to school, I have a voice. I do matter. It does not matter what is going on in the outside world, but I know within these four walls, I am safe with my classmates. I am safe with my teachers. I am safe with my admin. I feel like knowing that, it will create a better tone and a better atmosphere for all. An educational leader is going to set the tone for what is valued in a school or a district. And without an equity-centered approach, it's easy for systematic barriers to go unchallenged. I want to make sure that as my role as an educational leader, I am making sure that I am here for my students, that they see me, and that I'm leading by example. I want them to know that I too was in their position, and that I can make something. If I can make something myself, so can they. Like, I've walked the halls, I've been in these classrooms, and so it's just to let them know that we are in this together. In closing, I know that I would love to be a part of this program because, for one, I got my master's here, so I'm very excited about that in educational administration. And I know that as I continue this journey, that I'm going to continue to grow. I feel like I will be a great candidate one day for a principal at a school, and so this is the first step with continuing my education to be a principal in this certification program. I know that I am experienced with 9 years of experience in teaching and coaching, so I understand that the teaching side, being in the classroom as a math teacher for 9 years, I know what that looks like as far as being in education, making sure that they are learning and are students before they are athletes. And also being in a coach, I understand as well for 9 years that, hey, no pass, no play. So if you cannot pass in the classroom, you cannot play and perform on the field. And having those two, I'm able to just be able to be a gap for my students and understand sometimes in ways that teachers cannot. And that'll help me as well as being stronger as far as being able to discipline, but also have understanding. I want to make sure that I'm always the forefront for my students and building a strong relationship because that is always important. At the end of the day, I'm here to make sure that my students are going to succeed. I want to continue to develop curriculum, have teaching mentorships, and include school practices every day. I'm ready to lead with integrity, excuse me, have a vision and compassion for all. And at the end of the day, I want everyone to win. Thank you.